Gonna have to be a bit careful on these back lanes. I might have to go on some A roads because the a lot of sludge and greasy bits. I've got it in rain mode at the moment because I didn't want to risk any any mishaps in the wet. I'll try it in road mode later on, and perhaps even sport. Well, my only criticism at the moment is the riding position. I'm getting a bit too old for clip-ons. I get neck ache pretty quick. I mean, this is the RS model, so it's got the Öhlins rear suspension and the shower front forks, and God knows what else it's got on it, but it's the next to the limited edition one. I believe it's the top of the range Thruxton. I mean, in rain mode the throttle response is very good, no snatchiness at all. Very smooth at pulling away at low speed, so I'll have to put it into road mode and see how it compares with my T120. The fuel tank doesn't seem to hold a great deal. I put just over £10 worth in to have a run round on, and it's almost full. It's only one bar off a full, and it's telling me my range is 98 miles, which ain't very good compared to the T120. These roads are drying out a bit up here. I think I'm going to put it into road mode. In fact, I might even, I'll try road. There we are. Shut the throttle and dip the clutch. Oh, that's a bit better. That really revs now. Not so sedate. I can't imagine what it does in sport mode, but it certainly goes pretty well in road, and you don't have to thrash the nuts off it either. Gearbox is a bit clunky, but precise. Clutch is very light. Throttle response is good. The suspension is absolutely superb. Leaves the T120 suspension, that's like being in the dark ages compared to this. No clunking, clanking over ruts and rough bits. Just flies over them without really chucking you out the saddle or anything. It's really good. Right, we'll try sport mode along here. That's it. Up into fifth. lot of people say they can't get on with these ride-by-wire throttles, but on this particular bike, this is silky smooth. Oh my God! Up into 6. That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Rock steady and as smooth as anything. The suspension's absolutely incredible. Brakes are brilliant. Well, they should be the Brembos, and proper Brembos as well, not the cheap bottom of the range things that they fit to a lot of the other bikes. I'm not saying they're the best quality monoblocks or anything like that, and I'm not really sure whether they are or not, but they're certainly lovely brakes. Oh, I'm still in sport mode. It really picks up its skirts and goes. Yeah, the fuel gauge has dropped 2 bars now, and it's saying I've got 100-mile range. So I suspect if you filled it full to the brim, then probably you might get something like 120 or 130-mile range, which isn't bad. Well, I don't know what they've done with the mapping for the fuel injection on this bike, or whether it's something to do with the cams or whatever, but it certainly isn't as lumpy as the standard T120. Yeah, it's not very comfy in town traffic. You can feel your wrists starting to ache a bit, and your neck. Well, something I noticed back there while waiting for the traffic lights to change, the seat height's comfortable, for me anyway. I'm only 5'8", and probably a 29-inch leg, but planted both feet quite firmly on the deck while I was waiting. And the other thing I've noticed, I'm still in sport mode, but I'm having absolutely no difficulty maintaining a road legal speed. I mean, we're in a 40 zone now, we're only doing about 35, but I'm in third cog, and it's not in the least bit lumpy. It's as smooth as hell. At the end of the day, this is an out-and-out sports bike, so it's, I suppose, decent B roads and A roads, but little twisty back lanes with really bad road surfaces. I don't think I'm sure it could cope with them, but it's not what it's made for. Well, I mean, I'm in third gear, 2,500 revs, 30 mile an hour, and it's not complaining. steering's very precise on this. It doesn't drift or wander. You can stick it into corners and it just goes round them really, rather than drifting outwards. I think one of these with the O-lins and shower and Brembos and all the rest of the trick bits, but without the sports pack, just with the low bars, the flat bars, rather than the clip-ons, has got to be a better buy, unfortunately, than the T120. This is just so much better all round, but as I say, it's bound to be really, because of all the fancy £2,000 or £3,000 or even more extra parts that are fitted to it. It's the suspension and handling on the T120 that can't compare with this.